today we're going to go over question number 5 from our exit ticket on Monday. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we are going to look at step 1. It says organize our thinking. So when we organize our thinking, that means we're looking for a graphic organizer that best fits what we are doing this week. So this week we're doing main idea, details, and summary. So I have my main idea anchor chart here. My topic is racers and runners. The main idea is runners compete in races up skyscrapers all over the world. And then my 3 details is they are getting ready to race to the top of the world's famous skyscraper. Each runner is timed. The runner with the fastest time is the winner. And for this reason, tower racers train hard. And when I wrote these details, I put them in logical order already, so I knew what came first, second, and last. Now my second step is to unpack the question, which means I'm going to look at the question and figure out what is the question asking me to figure out. And it says, what is the best summary of the selection? Well, I need to find the summary of the selection. And remember, selection means the whole text. So I want to find what the whole text is about and with details that are important in logical order. So I'm going to use this to help me figure it out. Step 3 is eliminate the answers. So I'm going to go through each answer choice and figure out, is it in logical order? Are these details important or interesting? Does it have the main idea? If it has all 3, then it is correct. If it has an interesting detail, then it's incorrect. If it's out of order, it's incorrect. I want to look for it being in order. It has important details and it has my main idea stated. So A says, tower racers race up to the top of the Empire State Building. The Empire Building is a famous skyscraper. The races with the fastest time wins. So my main idea is that they compete in races up skyscrapers all over the world. It does say that tower racers race up to the Empire State Building, but my main idea says world and not the Empire State Building. So this summary right here is only focusing on the one location, where it's actually talking about different locations, that the whole text is talking about different locations that's happening. So because of this, and it only talks about them being the winner, they forgot how they train, this could not be my best answer because it has a small detail and it is missing a detail as well. B says, tower racers train very hard because tower racers racing is intense. They train on stairs and run on top of mountains. They race up famous buildings like the Empire State Building. Well, I see they have the main idea where it says they run up famous buildings like the Empire State Building, or it's giving me a part of it, but it's not in logical order. And I also look and it says they train very hard because it's intense and they train upstairs and run on top mountains. That right there are details. They're giving me examples. And remember, in my summary, I don't want examples. I just want something to give me straight and simple and to the point. So looking at this and it not being in logical order, this would not be my answer as well. C says, tower racers race to the top of famous skyscrapers around the world, like the Empire State Building. They often race a few seconds behind each other, and the fastest time is the winner. Tower racers have to train very hard because the tower racing is very intense. So I'm going to look at my graphic organizer and see if it has everything I need. So my main idea is they compete in races all over the world. And it says tower racers race to the top of famous skyscraper around the world. So there, it has the main idea. And then it gave me an example of the Empire State Building, which is in paragraphs 1 and 2. So it states my main idea and it gives me a detail. Then it says they often race a few seconds behind each other and the fastest time is the winner. Right here, I wrote that as an important detail as well. So I already know that so far it's in order and has 2 details that are correct. And then it says tower racers have to train very hard because tower racing is very intense. And I also wrote right here that they need to train really hard. So C has the main idea. C is in logical order and it has 3 details that support my best answer. So I'm going to think about that and maybe that could be my best answer. And then D says tower racers race up buildings around the same time. They train very hard because it is very intense. I'm looking at this, it's just telling me that they race up around the world at the same time, but it's not true. They don't do it at the same time. It just says in paragraph 3 that they're held all over the world, but they're not racing at the same time at all. And they do train very hard, but that is just a detail, and D does not state my main idea. It gives me a false detail because that is nowhere in the text. So this one could not be my best answer. So now I'm going to do step 4, choose the best answer and justify. So looking at all of these answer choices, C was being my best and logical answer because it states the main idea, it has 3 important details, and it's in logical order. So my best answer is C. So to prove that you watched this video, I want you to write somewhere on this, I want you to write on this slide what the best answer was and why. All right? Just to prove that you watched this video, because I'm not going to circle it. Remember, what was the best answer and why?